we're not going to lose. We're going to win. We're going to win. True story. I think we're going to win everything.
We win everything from here on in. We win everything.
I'm taking a chance when I say that you don't even have to vote for me. I said, how are we doing? They said, sir, you're going to win easy. That's pretty good.
This doesn't seem like someone who's going to come in second. Do you agree?
When you see what's going to happen with the great red wave, the great red wave is going to come over the next little while. It's coming, it's building. Join the red wave. We have a giant red wave that's formed. It's formed. It's formed.
As sure as we're here together, that wave is forming, and they see it. They see it on all sides. And there's not a thing they can do about it. You're going to have a wave like you've never seen before. It's going to be all red. And it's going to be a thing of beauty.
The red wave is coming. The great red wave. That red wave is going to be it's going to be the talk of the world. One of these characters standing right there, he said, there could be a red wave. Don't say there could be, there will be. It's going to be a wave. And even the fake news media is saying that. We're going to have a wave. We're going to have a wave like you've never seen before. Super Tuesday, we'll call it, right? Tuesday's going to be beautiful. Great red wave. I think we're going to win everything. I think we're going to win everything. I think we're going to win everything. The red wave, I think, is going to be far bigger. Look at all of these organic things that form in Iowa and the farm country. Tractors, thousands and thousands of tractors. Yesterday, didn't they have 100 miles of cars? It was like 100 miles. Nobody's ever seen thousands of cars. What do they have? Something 90 or 100 miles long of cars, trucks, tractors. In Iowa, they had thousands of tractors on this massive farm. Now something's going on. Never happened before. Nothing like this has happened before. You know, it's an election. Crazy things can happen. Maybe 100% of the people in Florida decide not to vote. You know, you never know. But we have a headwind, so it's gone down a little bit over the last few days because, you know, you're coming close, and it could be Trump thinks he's going to lose. No, I don't. I think you're going to lose, and I think you've lost all credibility.
It's the election the whole world is watching.
It was the highest voter turnout in decades, which included an unprecedented 102 million postal votes.
The first polls have closed now in more than half the states in the United States, including these key battlegrounds such as
Florida. So what is happening? Well, we can look, it is very tight, but actually leaning towards Donald Trump.
Looks very promising.
We still feel like we can get over 270 tonight.
here in Washington. There's a big Black Lives Matter protest taking place.
This is a bizarre scene, really, in the heart of the United States Capitol.
Americans are also choosing new governors in 11 states.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has retained his seat.
Lindsey Graham will hold on to his seat in South Carolina.
I will do everything I can to stop the radical agenda coming from Nancy Pelosi's house.
Relatively early, we're able to say that we have held the House.
The final polls have now closed and furious counting is underway.
Florida has gone to Trump.
I'm ecstatic. Are you kidding me? I haven't been able to sleep for 2 weeks.
I don't want to count my chickens, as we would say in Texas, before they hatch, but things are looking really good for us right now.
But what is this happening here? Why is Arizona blue?
We feel good about where we are. We believe we're on track to win this election.
Frankly, we did win this election.
Normally, in fact, always, presidents don't claim victory until the results are in.
We want all voting to stop.
It's impossible that Joe Biden is getting more votes than our president.
So we are just being told that this building is now
going to close. There are a number of people out there who have been seen with long guns, with semi-automatic rifles.
Dawn has broken here over the White House on a bitterly contested U.S. election where the outcome is on a knife edge.
But Joe Biden is ahead in electoral votes.
We have no doubt that when the count is finished, Senator Harris and I will be declared the winners.
I've already decisively won many critical states.
Okay, here we are again in the unusual position of not only interrupting but correcting the President of the United States.
We have to interrupt here because the President has made a number of false statements.
They continue to count illegal votes.
Hey, Rick Grinnell, can you talk about the evidence? You are claiming thousands of illegitimate votes here in Nevada. What's the evidence?
You should go in and ask the question of the clerk.
No. Here's the evidence of the fraud.
We've just gotten in some new numbers. Where are these numbers from?
So we just got a big bunch of votes in Nevada, and you can see what they did. Joe Biden's lead has basically doubled.
It does look as though, for the first time in a very long time, the Democrats candidate is leading in Georgia.
For the first time since polls closed, Joe Biden has taken the lead in the key state of Pennsylvania.
If the president does not win Pennsylvania, he's done. It's an absolute essential state for him.
No, I think what the president needs to do is, frankly, put his big boy pants on. He needs to acknowledge the fact that he lost, and he needs to congratulate the winner.
We don't have a final declaration of victory yet, but the numbers tell us it's clear. We're going to win this race. We've gotten over 74 million votes. That's more than any presidential ticket has ever gotten in the history of the United States of America.
Donald Trump's political career began with the racist birther lie. It may very well end with a black woman in the White House.
Well said.
After 4 long, tense days, we've reached a historic moment in this election.
That former Vice President Joe Biden will win Pennsylvania and Nevada, putting him over the 270 electoral votes he needs to become the 46th President of the United States.
Donald Trump, the 45th President of the United States, who stated in this process, "I will never give up fighting for you and our nation," will be denied a second term. That has not happened since 1992 and President George H.W. Bush. Keep in mind the Trump campaign is in the midst of waging legal challenges in several states, but the path is clear for the new president-elect.
The states will all need to officially certify the vote. In the middle of a pandemic, almost 150 million Americans voted, and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will receive the most votes of any presidential ticket ever.
Senator Kamala Harris will be the first woman and the first woman of color to become vice president of the United States. President Trump garnered 5.5 million more votes than he did in 2020 than he did in 2016 and closed the gap in the final days after barnstorming the nation. Whether he chooses to concede or decides to wait until these legal challenges play out is yet to be seen.
We did it. We did it, Joe. You're going to be the next president of the United States.